Hi everybody, and welcome to Freezer Filler Outdoors. This is going to be a review of the Cabela's Tactical Tater Turkey Vest. I bought this one before the 2021 season, so I've had it about a year now. I got some use in with it last year, so I just thought I'd talk about it a bit here. One of the main things that I look for in a in a vest is the seat. And this one has one of the better seats that I've ever seen. It's fairly thick. I'll give you a look here. I'm going to say 2.5, 3 inches. Excuse the cat as she walks across there. Um, it's a pretty firm foam, so when you sit down, um, you're not sinking to the ground. You're still sitting on padding, and it's held up well for me. Excuse the cat again. Um, the second thing that I look for is pockets and storage and how easily accessible those are. And the biggest pocket feature, I guess if you want to call it that, that I like about this vest is these right side pockets. Um, this would just be a utility call or utility pocket here. It's got some retention straps. If you wanted to strap in a locator call or a little pocket here, you could probably put mouth calls or something in there. I don't really use this one. Probably stick a phone in there in these straps, and then when you sit down, they they have these straps so that they're not just falling to the ground. They stay at a nice angle where you can still work with everything in the pocket here. And then in this second uh, pocket, there's two spots for pot calls. And I've got a couple pot calls in here. A Primos Old Betsy call, slate call, one of the best slate calls I've ever used, and one of the cheapest. So can't beat that. And a glass call from a local maker here, Swamp Creek Game Calls. So just a couple different calls for a little variety. And then it's got 3 striker pockets. And I've got my 3 strikers here. A couple teak strikers, and then the Primos laminated striker. Another really cool thing is this coily clip thingamajig. You can hook your Scotch Brite, sandpaper, whatever you use to rough up your calls right there. You'll never lose it. You can use it while it's attached. Just a little rough up, and then you're good to go. You're calling, doing a little change strikers. You just back in the pocket and try not to drop your striker that you pull out, but you can easily switch out your strikers. And then when the bird starts coming in, you can easily just get your stuff sat down with minimal movement. It's just a really nice setup here. And the outside of it, it's really nice and protective. It's almost like there's some plastic or something in there. Certainly, I imagine it's waterproof. From hunting in the rain, I'm usually in a blind, so I haven't really tested that. But again, these pockets are just loaded with features. They got this little strap and clip thing here. So you're sitting up on a bird. You need to get up and move quick. You don't want to make a lot of noise with the zippers. You just flip it up, hook onto that strap, and it's not the most secure connection. Your pockets aren't fully closed, but they're closed enough to let you move quickly and quietly. Need to run a gun on a bird. So that's that side of the vest. This side, you got a box call slot, and it's got a divider for keeping the slide part away from the box, so it's not making much noise in your pocket. And that's a magnetic clasp on that pocket. Then you've got some stuff for mouth calls here, a little pouch that you could just let dangle, and it's got like a kind of hinged, bendable piece of thin metal that keeps it secure and shut. What's going on there? A couple mouth calls in here. Mouth calls that I use are, again, from a local builder here, Tipton Creek. They do ship, and they have a website, Tipton Creek Calls. I don't remember exactly what it is, but if you Google it, you'll find them. Good prices, good people, good calls. So if you're looking for something new, check them out. So that is about, well, there are some inside pockets here. You got some, your typical inside mesh pockets. Keep some orange in there. Plastic bag. Shove some TP in there, some hankies. There's quite a bit of room. And then there's a separate pocket here without mesh. And there's the same setup on both sides. Then I keep my face mask, gloves, handkerchief, all that sort of stuff right in there. What else we got here? My clip-on light. I think in this side there should be some shells. Okay, so this side has two kind of outside-inside pockets. You can see there's a zipper right there, and a zipper right there. They're separate compartments. This one here has shells. There's no shell holder, which is kind of disappointing. For as expensive as these things are, I don't really like just throwing them loose in a pocket, getting all banged up. I mean, it's a shotgun. It's not a precision rifle or anything, but still, it up to $5 a shot, depending on what ammo you shoot. I'd like to keep it a little more cushioned in there, but it's not a deal breaker for me. So yeah, that is the vest. Well, I'm at it. I'll show you the inside here. It's got these nice padded areas, which they do a couple things. I mean, as you're leaning up against the tree, obviously they're providing some cushion, keeping you nice and supported there, some lumbar support. They also keep the vest away from you. They provide some ventilation for late season when it gets hotter. So, I mean, really the whole vest is just really well built. All this is just sturdy foam, feels really good. And it's got it's just the right blend of minimalist and utility. If that makes any sense. I don't like a really super bulky vest. My other vest was pretty bulky. It had the cloth all the way over here, and again in late season it would get a little warm. So I like this one is stripped down where there doesn't need to be a lot of vest, but where you need some vest in the pocket area, there's plenty of stuff to work with. So I looked at a lot of vests when I was shopping for this, and this is what I came down to. I should mention how this seat clips. It's not magnetic or anything. I've fooled with some magnetic seat clip vests, and they don't really hold. I mean, you're walking through the woods and hit some branches, and next thing you know, your seat's flopping and making a bunch of unnecessary movement and stuff. So I do like that it has the clips up here, and it's like all vests. You can adjust how low it hangs and how tight it clips up there and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you're in the market for a vest, I highly recommend this fella, and get that later. So yeah, that's the Cabela's Tactical Tat'r turkey vest. And if anybody knows what Tat'r means in regards to turkeys, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I have no idea. See ya.